Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello friends, fans of the Infinite Dilemma channel.
This time we will discuss the presence of aliens who will invade the Earth. The United States as a superpower capable of protecting the Earth from external threats is on full alert. Will humanity succeed in defeating aliens, or will the Earth be ruled by these extraterrestrials?
A surprising fact was discovered that the aliens were able to resemble humans. Wow, curious about the story? Keep following Chanel and watch the video, but before that, with the sincerity and kindness of the viewers, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell. Hopefully the viewers who subscribe are always in good health, their fortune will be smooth, those who are starting a business may their business be smooth, and those who are still single may get the woman they want, amen. And the sultans who want to treat women to coffee and fried foods can directly send their SAR. The link is in the description column. Okay, let's go, Ken. The night sky over Nevada suddenly radiated a greenish glow that pierced the clouds. Thousands of sleeping residents were startled by a bright, aurora-like light that was unbecoming of their region. Within minutes, social media platforms were flooded with amateur footage showing a triangular, luminous object slowly drifting toward land. Its humming sound was subtle yet piercing, a low-frequency sound that made the heart beat irregularly. When the object finally landed in a remote desert, U.S. military cameras were already pointed in its direction.
From behind a cloud of dust, tall, silvery figures slowly descended. They spoke nothing, only emitting a blue glow from their unblinking eyes. At the command center, top U.S. officials immediately activated the Sky Sentinel emergency protocol, the highest procedure for extraterrestrial threats long thought to be mythical. Meanwhile, citizens across America watched the live broadcast from major news networks.
The world was torn between awe and fear. Many prayed, others tried to flee major cities. That night, the entire world realized that humanity was not the only inhabitant of the universe. The next day, the Pentagon declared a complete lockdown in Nevada.
All air and ground access was closed, and communications within a radius of hundreds of kilometers were blocked. However, a private satellite technician managed to leak thermal footage showing 15 rapidly moving hot objects around Area 51. The footage fueled the theory that the aliens who landed were not mere visitors, but a reconnaissance force. In a closed-door meeting at the White House, generals and NASA scientists clashed. Some believed the creatures were here for diplomacy, while others believed they were assessing humanity's strength before an invasion. The president ordered the creation of a special unit called Division X, a combination of military, scientific, and intelligence agencies, with a single mission: to understand, or if necessary, destroy, the threat.
Abroad, the world watched anxiously. Stock markets plummeted, global communications networks were disrupted, and several countries began to put their missile defense systems on alert.
Aliens were no longer science fiction, they were now part of the new reality. 3 days after the landing, Los Angeles was rocked by the news that a man with an unknown identity had disappeared after crashing into a patrol car. When police investigated the scene, they found blue blood on the front seat of the car. Soon, similar reports began to emerge in various cities, people with unfamiliar faces, no medical records, and no fingerprints, appearing and then disappearing.
Division X scientists concluded that the aliens possessed extraordinary abilities. They could perfectly mimic human form, even replicating voices and behavior. The world was suddenly gripped by paranoia. No one knew who was truly human. The American government issued an emergency decree: biometric identification was mandatory for all citizens. But even that system could be infiltrated. The media dubbed it the shifting war, a war against an enemy indistinguishable from ourselves. On the streets, trust between citizens was crumbling. The world was facing a threat far more dangerous than an armed invasion. An observatory in Chile detected a pattern of repeating signals from space believed to be communications between an alien fleet. The signals indicated the presence of a main fleet heading towards Earth, expected to arrive within 3 months. The world panicked. The United Nations convened an emergency session in Geneva, deciding to form a global defense coalition called EarthShield. Major powers such as the United States, Russia, and China united for the first time in modern history. They began developing weapons systems based on plasma energy and orbital lasers. However, this cooperation was fragile. Each country maintained its own secret technology. Mutual suspicions persisted, even as the threat posed an extraterrestrial threat. Meanwhile, religious and spiritual groups emerged, viewing the alien arrival as a final test.
Major cities were filled with marches, prayers, and riots. The skies became a symbol of warning and a mystery about the future of humanity.
A farmer in Utah claimed to have been hearing voices in his mind since the night of the landing.
After being examined by the Division X team, it was discovered that his brainwaves were emitting the same frequency as the alien signal.
Through the farmer, the aliens were trying to communicate. Their message was simple: Earth is ours. You are only occupying it temporarily. The message shook the world.
The American government attempted to cover up the news, but it leaked to the public through an underground network.
Citizens began to lose trust in the government.
Conspiracy theories ran rampant, from those who believed aliens had lived among humans for thousands of years to those who believed the government was colluding with them.
Amid the chaos, Division X Special Forces discovered metal remains from an alien ship in the Nevada desert.
Analysis showed the metal could not be melted, even at temperatures of thousands of degrees. The world realized they were facing an enemy with technology far beyond human comprehension.
News of the aliens' arrival finally reached all of Asia, including Indonesia.
The government immediately activated a new radar system called Garuda X, a secret project developed by the National Institute of Aeronautics and Space, Lembaga Aeronautica, and the Indonesian Air Force, TNI-AU. The radar is capable of detecting foreign objects down to low orbit with high precision. In an emergency meeting at the State Palace, the president declared a state of extraordinary alert. Indonesian researchers, working with Japanese and South Korean scientists, are developing electromagnetic wave technology to disrupt alien communication systems. Across the region, especially in Kalimantan and Papua, air bases are on full alert. For the first time in history, Indonesia stands alongside major powers in the global battle against interstellar threats. Indonesians are torn between fear and pride. On social media, the Langit Nusantara movement has emerged, a group of young volunteers collecting astronomical data to assist the government. The world is changing, and Indonesia is choosing to move forward, not hide.
A NASA satellite detected a giant alien object orbiting the moon.
Its diameter was twice the size of Manhattan, and its surface seemed to pulsate like a living organism. The world called it the Mother Vessel.
Within hours, global communications were disrupted, as if Earth were enveloped in an electromagnetic pulse that disabled all electronic systems.
Under pressure, the United States launched an orbiting drone called Prometheus to reconnoiter. But as soon as it approached the alien ship, the drone disintegrated without explosion. It simply vanished.
Scientists concluded the ship possessed a gravity-based defense field. The world trembled. Human weapons seemed insignificant before their technology.
But beneath the panic, hope loomed. The latest data from Prometheus indicated a weak spot on the ship's underside, a kind of energy vent.
It was the only loophole humans could exploit.
On December 17, at 11 p.m. Washington time, the alien flagship moved closer to the atmosphere. Warning sirens sounded around the world. Space missiles were launched from various countries, including the Indonesian base in Biak. The night sky turned into a battlefield, with red, blue, and green lights chasing each other across the sky. The initial human attack destroyed several small alien craft, but most of the missiles missed. The aliens retaliated with energy weapons that destroyed military bases in a single shot.
Major cities like New York and Tokyo were reduced to glowing rubble.
The world realized how small they were in the face of the power of space.
But humanity did not give up.
The Earthshield Coalition devised a new strategy, a combined, information-based attack from Indonesia's Garuda X, which could accurately read enemy ship movement patterns.
For the first time, the aliens began to retreat, albeit only by a few kilometers. While the war in space raged, another threat emerged on Earth.
In Jakarta, a high-ranking official was observed behaving strangely, expressionless, sleepless, and his body refusing to respond to any injuries. After a covert investigation, Division X discovered a shocking fact: aliens had successfully infiltrated the government. They had come not only to wage war, but also to take control from within. The Indonesian government, working with Earth Shield Asia, hunted down the intruders. A fierce battle ensued underground in an MRT station, where the fake human eventually transformed into a luminous creature. After being incapacitated, a team of scientists discovered a biological chip inside his body that connected him directly to the alien mothership. This discovery proved crucial. With the chip, humans could penetrate the aliens' communication systems. For the first time, victory seemed within reach.
Scientists from various countries worked tirelessly to decipher the signals from the alien chip. They discovered that the creatures used thought frequencies to coordinate, not radio waves.
This meant they were attacking not only the human body but also the mind.
Some scientists even reported strange dreams and visions of an alien world on fire.
However, analysis of the chip revealed hidden coordinates indicating the location of the mothership's main energy reactor, a weak point previously detected by Prometheus. A coordinated attack was immediately planned, involving a combined squadron from America, Indonesia, and Europe.
Time was running out.
The alien mothership began deploying a massive new fleet. The world was now on the brink of extinction. Indonesia became the main base of operations for the counterattack, due to its strategic geographic location and the most stable Garuda X signal in the southern hemisphere.
Thousands of soldiers and scientists gathered at Halim Perdanakusuma Air Base.
From there, an experimental human-made spacecraft, Garuda 1, was launched, a gravity-driven combat vessel powered by reverse-engineered alien technology. As Garuda 1 lifted off, the world watched in silence. The ship pierced the clouds, accelerating into orbit at a speed never before achieved by humans.
Its mission was clear: infiltrate the alien mothership and destroy its main reactor.
In the cockpit, Captain Arya, the Indonesian Air Force's best pilot, calmly commanded the mission.
He knew he might not return.
But in his voice, there was a glimmer of confidence that the skies of the Indonesian archipelago would witness humanity's resurrection.
The Garuda 1 successfully penetrated the alien defenses using the frequency waves of the captured chip from Division X.
They entered the interior of the mothership, which resembled living tissue, pulsating and emitting a purplish glow. There, they were attacked by alien forces in human form, as if the ship were controlled by beings who had learned all human tactics. The battle was brutal. Explosions, laser flashes, and screams mingled in the vacuum. Captain Arya finally reached the ship's core, a giant ball of energy spinning in the center of a wall-less chamber. With a final sliver of courage, she fired a miniature, man-made nuclear reactor directly into the core. In an instant, the entire alien ship's systems exploded into a shard of light. A wave of energy swept through Earth's orbit, signaling that humanity had successfully defeated the extraterrestrial mothership. For several minutes, the entire world fell silent.
The alien signals ceased, and radar showed the remnants of their fleet retreating out of orbit. Across the city, people cheered, wept, and prayed.
But the victory was bittersweet. Millions of lives had been lost, and half the world was now a shadow of its once glorious civilization. Captain Arya was declared dead, but the last footage from Garuda 1 showed her smiling just before the explosion. It became a symbol of hope for all humanity. The world began to rebuild, even as the shadow of a threat still hung in the sky. Scientists were concerned about one thing: a small signal was still being detected on the dark side of the moon, as if something hadn't been completely destroyed. 5 years had passed since the Great War. Earth was slowly recovering, technology rapidly advancing, engineered from the aliens' legacy. But humanity would never again look at the sky the same way. They knew that out there, something was still waiting. In Indonesia, Garuda X now served as a global defense system, guarding orbit from possible new threats. Every night, the Indonesian sky became a symbol of steadfastness and courage. From that tragedy, humanity learned they would not submit, not even to beings from the stars. And one night, when all seemed calm, a young astronomer in Bandung saw a small light moving behind the moon. He smiled bitterly, noted the coordinates, and whispered softly, "It looks like they're back."